running a bit over what I wanted to, but I think it's an important enough topic, at least for my clients, to continue to go over this point. If you didn't take this stretch, right? So one of two things happens when you're trading scared money here even, right? If your plan was to take the short at the first test of the highs, right, and you didn't because it flew up into it, okay, look, that's where you have to go in, and you have to have whatever the stop is for your trade, and you should know what that stop is going to be, right? And it's got to be two things. It's got to be appropriate for the trade you're taking, meaning every trade has a price. You got to find out what that price is. Number two, can you financially afford it, right? Can you financially afford that stop in your account without taking a significant hit? So if you wanted to wait till you got confirmation on this thing, it was too late. You missed the whole trade. You're going to have to chase this down. Instead of taking 1793 3/4, at best you're already going to be down 2 1/4 points, right? And now, in order to see if this trade's going to work, your stop really needs to be up here, you know, or even behind here possibly, to see if it's going to work. This raises fear. You're now scared that you missed the trade, and you're scared that you're going to get stopped, and it makes it virtually impossible to hold this trade all the way to over here. Not that I would have anyways, well, let me correct that. I might have. What I would have done is scaled this if this was my plan. My plan was actually up here, and I would have left I left a trailer like I tried to do today. I could have easily captured this downside move, right? If that's how you're going to trade it, where you're going to leave a trailer. This right here, from here down to here, this is a 20-point swing, folks. That's $1,000, okay? I'm obviously not on a regular basis shooting for that. I do in my swing trades, but most of the trades that I talk about and most of the trades that I coach up, right, I'm not talking about going for this kind of move. But this was certainly attainable, right? This was certainly attainable. So fear, and it's something that can't be controlled just randomly. If you're going to shoot from the hip and you have an account where you're either losing too much money, regardless of size, or B, it's too small and you have to grow it, you're going to constantly oscillate between, I should have taken the money, I knew I could have had that trade, I should have covered there and I let it come all the way back. I'm trying to think of what else I've heard people tell me. I had profit, I let it come back against me, it was profitable, I let it come back and hit my stop. I took my profits too early, I should have let it run. And all of this creates uncertainty, and our brains hate uncertainty, okay? So the first step in that process is accepting, A, you don't have control over the market, right? A little bit of like Alcoholics Anonymous, you don't have control over it. B, what do you have control over? You have control over where you place the stop. But if you're going to put the stop, accept the damn thing that that's your stop. Stop effing with it once you put it in. Stop being scared that it's going to get hit. Number two, have a place where you're going to scale. Take profits off. Make it easy for yourself, right? All you need to grow an account is 1 to 2 points, right? 1 to 2 ES points a day. You can grow a massive account as long as you have a high win ratio. And how you get a high win ratio is a conversation for another day. But these zones are highly effective, okay? Then the other part of fear. If you're scared to take a trade, yesterday, this first move into this Globex low right here, and Tuesday's low, this first move in the zone yielded a 5-point trade. And I mean, literally, I think it was less than a minute. It came down, shot right back up. Okay, 5 points. But you had to take a big, nasty, solid red candle. And I had someone ask me, well, how are you going to take the candle? How do you know? Well, for me, it's first time to the zone. My stop's going to be right here, to which the gentleman I was speaking to retorted, well, then you're going to get stopped right at the back of the zone. I said, yeah, that might happen. I might have to take the trade twice. That might be the last trade of my day, and I took a loss. Oh, well, you know, you've got to take a risk somewhere, and it's never going to be easy. It's never going to say, hey, this is the best place to buy, guys. Come on in, get in. It's easy. It's not going to do that. What makes it easy is having the trade pre-planned. Nonetheless, you got 5 points here. There was really no fill here. We stopped a tick shy of actually coming into this zone here, and I actually have this incorrect here. So it stopped a tick shy of coming into the zone. But if you look on this next move down, right, first move into the zone gave you 2 points. Again, I stress 2 points because it's easy to get in the ES. if you situate it right. That's why I stress 2 points. That's why I take 2 points in my own account. I like making money. It's good for me. It relaxes me. It makes my account grow, right? And it keeps me out of being fearful, right? Again, coming into low of the day, I tweeted this trade live, okay? 1775 and 3/4 I went long. It was almost the low of the day. 1774 and 1/4 was a low. 1.5 points of heat. Even if you're a swing trader, right? You don't have to be a day trader. If you're a swing trader, look at this move. It's crazy. All the way up. And if you held it another day, hell, it's probably going up here. Now, I'm not a swing trader. I don't give swing trading recommendations, but I would not be shocked to see us trading at 1810 tomorrow, right? Or Monday. Who would be shocked, right? We're going for all new time highs. The other thing that I want to point out with fear. With fear, if you're listening to someone else, yesterday afternoon, I heard everyone on the tape screaming about 5% correction coming. We're going to get white, the bulls are going to get killed. This was their day. This is their comeuppance. 1668 is next. All that crap, okay? Look, you have to get it in your head that the natural rotation in the market is a 50 to 62.5% retrace. The market does it all the time. Unless we get more than a 62.5 retrace, right? We're really just, that's natural, okay? So we've got to get below 1770 and really below 1760 to have any significant damage done, right? And if you want to short this thing, wait till the damn thing breaks and do it when it's easy. Then you just have to do is wait for a retrace and take the retrace, right? Even today, right? If you wanted to short and you thought yesterday was a short, look at the areas where you had opportunity. Now, if you managed it properly, even if you're a swing trader, right, you could have got in a good location, either taken some off or left it all on and just move the stops down so you don't get killed. But if you're fearful in trading, you're going to constantly be oscillating backwards and forwards. And the same thing for the guy who caught this long, right? I did not hear anyone going trend day up in the morning. I did mention it, right? But I did not think it was going to be our scenario out of the gate. And it really wasn't. We really did exactly what I thought we would do in the first half hour. And after that, what did I say? If you look at that trade review, I told all my clients, after the number comes out, we'll have clarity as to what the market's going to do. And we got that clarity, okay? I want to go over one other thing, and then I'm going to cut this video off because I think I probably have worn everyone out at this point. And my wife has given me that look because I haven't taken her out for sushi yet. So that's where we're headed after this. And that's, what are the characteristics of a trend day up? Okay, so this morning, one of the things that we were looking at, let's see if I can find this easily. Here we go. Okay, so trend days often start, number one, with a gap. Not always, but often. Enough so that I do not believe that the whole fade the gap thing is a good idea. I think that's a 50-50 deal. And I don't know anyone who gets them. I know one person who gets them right consistently. Let me correct that. Number two, there's no attempt at gap fill, which we did not have this morning. No, at no point. So that was a big clue. Even before 9 a.m., there was very little attempt to get gap fill. Okay. The tick was very positive. Okay, at least on my TradeStation account it was. And it almost never in the first hour went negative. Right at the first hour, we got a little bit of negative reading, but this is strong, folks. Okay. We were trending up, and that trend never broke, right? That was from the other chart that I showed you. Let's see, I believe that was right here. Look, we're trending up, and the trend never broke. It never came back across. It never even tested the, I thought we might come down and give it a backside test and then go back up. I was actually hoping for that, but we didn't even get that. Let's see, the other indications, tick. Almost zero rotation down, and the rotations that we did get down were extremely small, right? And we were working the move up with sideways consolidation, and then at the late afternoon we continued with that move up, and I don't think shorts got crushed today, at least later shorts that were well placed at this 92, 93, and if I could have gotten filled at this 92 first time in, it actually would have been a beautiful trade for a rotation down, right? Didn't happen. That's how it goes. No big deal. You can eliminate fear in your trading if you have a specific trade plan. First, it starts with A, knowing you have an edge. B, it starts with knowing exactly where your stop is and accepting it. Stop effing with it. Leave it alone. Okay? If you have an edge, you'll know that your stop does not wipe out your profits if you have a true edge, and as long as your win ratio is high enough to justify your stop. If you have a 50% win ratio, you have to have a 1-to-1 stop, a 1-to-1 risk at minimum. You actually have to have better than 1-to-1 technically because of all the stuff involved, but you know where I'm going with that. If, like me, you have at times a larger stop than your initial target, then you have to have a higher win ratio. My win ratio needs to stay closer to 7 to 8 out of 10 trades, if not 10 out of 10 at times, is what I'd like to get. Doesn't always happen, but that's what I'd like to get. Okay? And the last part is you have to let the market come to you, and there's lots of things you can do to practice being patient. You don't have to make every trade pay for you. You don't have to have every trade make you $1 million. And if you just stay consistent and bring your focus down, I've coached plenty of guys who've gone from these swings where they go through periods where they're making bajillions of dollars to periods where they're giving back, right? Consistency is a lot easier. Trading should be boring, guys. That's my entire goal. It should be boring. No big deal. If I miss one day, I'll get another day. I just don't care, okay? So remember, Mark Douglas, Trading the Zone. If you haven't read the book, I highly recommend it. The best traders aren't afraid, okay? So you can't beat it just with your own willpower. You have to structure it so that you can beat the fear and let your account grow. You can't trade scared. It'll screw you every time. I don't know one person who's been able to do it without a good trade plan. So anyways, my name is Simon. You can build an account. You can make a lot of money trading. I want to be clear, right? You can make as much money as you can possibly imagine. Trading, you have to treat it like a business. You have to have a business plan and a trade plan, right? And you have to manage your capital properly. Anyways, everyone have a great night. I'm out of here. Going to grab some sushi. Talk to you all tomorrow.